In today's show, Bitcoin flash crashes by $2,000 in 5 minutes, liquidating $600 million in long positions. As you can see right here, Bitcoin fell over 2,000 in 5 minutes this morning on March 31st as a wave of volatility disrupted an otherwise calm market. You're looking at the 1-minute candle chart. You can see the extreme volatility. And as Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, points out, beautiful stop loss hunting. Again, now that all the leverage longs are liquidated, we finally have room for breaking $60,000 in April. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Checking out the latest wisdom from Max Kaiser. He tweeted, I predict taxes will go up and tax shelters like we used to have in the 1980s will come back. A green tax shelter, for example, put $100,000 into renewable energy and get $200,000 off your taxes. And he's responding to this New York Times headline published in 1983 entitled The Boom in Tax Shelters. Also in today's show, breaking news, Goldman Sachs to begin offering Bitcoin and other digital assets to its wealth management clients in the second quarter of this year. This is a pretty big story I'll be breaking down for you today. Also in today's episode, head of crypto exchange Coin Corner says the Bitcoin price may balloon to $83,000 as metrics turn bullish. That's right, the CEO of Coin Corner, Danny Scott, says law of averages gives Bitcoin an $83,000 price target for April, and the average over 10 years in April is 51%. Also in today's show, on-chain analyst and statistician Willy Woo predicts that 1 billion people are to adopt Bitcoin. In this new interview he did with Real Vision, he goes on to share, this thing has been growing for 11 years nonstop and doubling every 12 months. That puts us at 4%, then 8%, and so forth. We're currently on track for 1 billion people having exposure to Bitcoin as an asset class in the next 4 years. By 2025, 1/8 of the world's population will have exposure to this monetary base. It's happening very, very quickly. I'll be breaking down all the highlights from this interview for you right here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin correcting a little, but still above that $58,000 support. Ethereum and most of the major altcoins are back in the red, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today, March 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern this evening, it is going down. Ticketori's next live event entitled Crypto's Next $1 Trillion Coin. Back in 2016, he picked Bitcoin at $428. And if you would have listened to him back then, you'd be up 120x. But not to worry, because Tika believes he discovered the next $1 trillion coin, and he's going to be revealing it for free during this live event. To register and RSVP, click the link right down below. It'll take you here. Simply enter your best email address, then click the button that says sign me up. Once you do, you're going to get access to these free bonuses from Tika, including his 3-part strategy session entitled How to Profit from the Crypto Boom of 2021. These videos are already live. You can access them right here. You'll see strategy session 1, strategy session 2, and strategy session 3. Also, as another free bonus, he's giving away free access to content from his Palm Beach Confidential's Crypto Corner, which is valued at $2,500. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, click that link right down below, and I look forward to seeing you on tonight's live event. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to discuss, so let's just dive right in. Bitcoin price fell over $2,000 in 5 minutes on March 31st as a wave of volatility disrupted an otherwise calm market. And as I warned you in yesterday's episode, express extreme caution when trading with leverage, because more than likely you will get liquidated just like the rest of them. You're looking at this 1-minute candle chart. You can see the extreme volatility. Cointelegraph Markets Pro and Trading View showed a nightmare for long traders to unfold on Wednesday when Bitcoin suddenly dropped from $59,350 to $57,000. And at this time, Bitcoin is right back above 58K. Checking out this tweet from crypto analyst Michael Van de Pop. He put exactly Bitcoin. You can see the extreme volatility here in the short-term time frame. Now, previously, the upside has been the focus for day traders as news from PayPal spawned the run-up to just below $60,000 yesterday. However, those betting on the continuation of a bull run lost big this morning on Wednesday as the downturn liquidated long positions worth $600 million amid a 24-hour total wipeout of $1 billion. For quant analyst Plan B, their demise was nonetheless beneficial, helping to rid the market of unwanted leverage and ensure more organic future rises. As Cointelegraph reported, similar events have occurred with both long and short positions in the recent months. And checking out Plan B's most recent tweet, the creator of the stock to flow model, he wrote, beautiful stop loss hunting again. Now that all leveraged longs are liquidated, we finally have room for breaking $60,000 in April. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And checking out some of the responses, Mike wrote, "Hello to everyone. Could someone please explain to me how they do that? Thank you for your time." And Plan B responded, "Everyone's stop loss levels, the levels at which the exchange automatically liquidates your position, are visible, so big players can play with that and trigger a liquidation wave. He ain't telling no lies." And checking out this response from Matt, he wrote, "Same trap over and over again." And Plan B responded, "Yeah, you would expect that people learn and don't do leverage longs, which is futures trading. On the other hand, this weeds out weak hands and makes the hodler base stronger." Touche. And Adam asked a great question right here. Is it possible that Goldman Sachs is behind this? And Plan B responded, well, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are starting second quarter, so they certainly would not want Bitcoin too high before that. So there you have it. Now let's discuss the funding rates creeping up, as indicators showed reason to believe that further price increases for Bitcoin would need some work. Funding rates across derivatives platforms were higher on the day, reaching as high as 0.375% on Hobby Global, a classic sign that downward pressure is incoming, as you can see on your screen right here, brought to you by BuyBT.com. Now the longer term picture remains more than positive, so keep that in mind, with analysts pointing to $68,000 and $73,000 as the next hurdles to watch. That's right, so keep your eyes out on $68,000 and $73,000 once we break that $62,000 resistance, reaching a new price discovery mode. Now let's check out the latest from Max Kaiser. He wrote, "I predict taxes will go up and tax shelters like we used to have in the 1980s will come back. A green tax shelter, for example, put $100,000 into renewable energy and get $200,000 off your taxes." And he's sharing this headline from the New York Times published in 1983 entitled "The Boom in Tax Shelters." Now Max Kaiser is predicting a 77,000 short-term target for Bitcoin in play, and his year-end target is $220,000 by the end of this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And speaking of taxes, I tweeted this yesterday. Serious question. Why are people even required to pay taxes when the government can just print infinite amounts of money? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. I also like to point out I'm about to cross 10,000 followers right here on crypto Twitter. I currently have 9,998 at the time of recording this, so I appreciate all the follows and all the love on crypto Twitter. All right, before I break down our breaking story of the day, Goldman Sachs began offering Bitcoin and other digital assets to its wealth management clients in the second quarter of this year, as well as the head of a crypto exchange saying the Bitcoin price may balloon to $83,000 as metrics turn bullish, as well as on-chain analyst Willy Woo predicting that 1 billion people to adopt Bitcoin. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin still correcting, down about 2% for the day, but still above that $58,000 support. We have Ethereum down about 1%, trading just above $1,800. Polkadot, one of the few altcoins in the forest green, up 8%, trading just under $37. We have Theta down 5%, trading at $12. And BNB, pretty even for the day, trading just above $300. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Goldman Sachs is close to offering its first investment vehicles for Bitcoin and other digital assets to clients of its private wealth management group. CNBC has learned exclusively the bank aims to begin offering investments in the emergent asset class in the second quarter, according to Mary Rich, who was recently named global head of digital assets for Goldman's private wealth management division. Her promotion was scheduled to be announced on Wednesday in an internal company memo seen by CNBC. Here's a quote: "We are working closely with teams across the firm to explore ways to offer thoughtful and appropriate access to the ecosystem for private wealth clients, and that is something we expect to offer in the near term," Rich said this week in an interview. Goldman is looking to ultimately offer a full spectrum of investments in Bitcoin and digital assets, whether that's through physical Bitcoin derivatives or traditional investment vehicles. She said the move means that soon clients of the two world's preeminent investment banks, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, will have access to a nascent asset class that has intrigued billionaires and digital currency believers alike. Earlier this month, Morgan Stanley told its financial advisors that they could place clients into Bitcoin funds starting in April. CNBC was the first to report. So there you have it. Here's her right here. This is Mary Rich, named the global head of digital assets for Goldman Sachs private wealth management division. And as you can tell, this is uberly bullish news for the Bitcoin and crypto market. And before I break down our next story of the day, head of crypto exchange says the Bitcoin price may balloon to $83,000 as the metrics turn bullish. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at an all-time high of above 1.9 trillion, almost at that $2 trillion milestone, with 135 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current Bitcoin dominance back on the decline at 56.4%. 0.8%. Now checking out the Bitcoin market cap sitting just under $1.1 trillion. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have BitTorrent up 28%, trading at 0.005. Filecoin up 32%, trading at $166. Nervos Network up about 14%, trading at 3.6 cents. And Holo up 12%, trading at 1.7 cents. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Phantom down 11%, trading just under 42 cents. The Graph down about 10%, trading at $1.70. Ren down 9%, trading just under $1. And Dodo down 8%, trading just under $4. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on right now? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now, checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 76 back in extreme greed. Yesterday was a 72, and last week a 65 in greed, and last month a 38 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Exchange balances are dropping, and that's a bullish indicator that may propel Bitcoin to new all-time highs, according to Danny Scott. Scott, chief executive of Isle of Man-based crypto exchange Coin Corner, notes on Twitter that people are buying Bitcoin and stockpiling it in cold storage. Checking out his tweet right here. The only exchange Bitcoin balances drop for a consistent period was 6 months in the build-up to the 2017 bull run. We've now passed 12 months, and it's dropping significantly. Liquidity crisis, as you can see right here on your screen, brought to you by Glassnode Analytics. Scott also notes that if Bitcoin follows previous April trends, the Bitcoin price will balloon next month. Checking out his other tweet right here. Law of averages gives Bitcoin an $83,000 price target for April. The average over 10 years in April is 51%. So it's great to note. Do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to break out to an all-time high of $83,000 by the end of April? Let me know in the comments right down below. And checking out this reply from Panstone, he put $100,000 in Q2, and Danny Scott responded, wouldn't rule that out. That's right, I've been predicting $100,000 by the end of May, which would put this right on track. Now, the exchange CEO tells Forbes that a historical average like that could potentially have the actual power in the market. Quoting him right here, there have only been 2 negative Aprils since Bitcoin began. In 2014, negative 6%, and 2015, negative 4%, which is tied coincidentally with the following month of May, with only 2 negative months. In 2015, we were negative 1%, and 2018, negative 18%. So maybe there's some momentum and truth from this. Additionally, Scott points out that Bitcoin's hash rate continues to hit new all-time highs, which he says creates more security for Bitcoin. That's a fact. Also, the Bitcoin price tends to follow the hash rate, as Max Kaiser also points out. Now, after hitting its all-time high of $61,711 on March 13th, Bitcoin lost steam and briefly fell under $51,000 last Thursday, and is currently trading just above $58,000 at the time of this recording. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day, on-chain analyst and statistician Willy Woo predicts that 1 billion people are to adopt Bitcoin. How will this impact the Bitcoin price? Before I break this down, first I want to remind you to smash the show more button for a detailed analysis for what's going on here in the crypto market. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out every single day to over 30,000 subscribers worldwide. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram as I am, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Prominent on-chain analyst Willy Woo is predicting that 1 billion people will have exposure to Bitcoin much sooner than we think. In a new interview on Real Vision Finance, Woo says that based on its current trajectory, Bitcoin is poised to get all the wallets of a huge part of the global population in the next 4 years. Quoting him right here, "This thing has been growing for 11 years nonstop and doubling every 12 months. That puts us at 4%, then 8%, and so forth. We're currently on track for 1 billion people having exposure to Bitcoin as an asset class in the next 4 years. By 2025, 1/8 of the world's population will have exposure to this monetary base. It's happening very, very quickly. And I like to point out that by 2025, I feel the Bitcoin price will be trading above $1 million. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. Willy Woo says Bitcoin is still in the early stages as far as adoption goes. However, he highlights that we're about to witness exponential growth in the coming years. Another quote right here from this interview. In terms of the internet era, like where we are right now, it's the equivalent of 1994 for the rollout of the internet. In the next 4 years, we're going to teleport into 2005 for the internet rollout equivalent, which if you think about that, 1994 was a very slow dial-up internet. Very few people used it, but it was growing quickly. In 2005, we had everybody on Facebook. The iPhone was just around the corner, and the internet was available to everybody on the planet if they needed it. The next 4 years is going to bring a lot of changes to the financial system, and that's for sure. He ain't telling no lies. Wu also notes that the big technology companies like Uber or Amazon often start off with a seed investment of a few $1 million and then end up with initial public offerings, better known as IPOs, in the hundreds of billions of dollars, just like the Coinbase one. And according to Wu, Bitcoin just took a different route. Quoting him right here, those types of gains are very, very routine in a new technology rollout. The only difference right now is that Bitcoin just so happened to have a publicly tradable price that everybody could see in retail. Anybody in the world has access to buy that asset right at the get-go. That, my friend, is a fact. Now for a quick recap, what I covered with you right here in today's show. Bitcoin flash crashes by $2,000 in 5 minutes, liquidating $600 million in long positions. As Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, points out, beautiful stop loss hunting again. Now that all leveraged longs are liquidated, we finally have room for breaking $60,000 in April. Also in today's show, I shared the latest tax prediction from Max Kaiser, who says I predict taxes will go up and tax shelters will come back. And I make a great point right here. Why are people even required to pay taxes in the first place when the government can just print infinite amounts of money? Why do they need our money? Is it to keep us enslaved? What are your thoughts? I also shared breaking news that Goldman Sachs will begin offering Bitcoin and other digital assets to its wealth management clients in the second quarter of this year. Also in today's show, I shared that head of crypto exchange says the Bitcoin price may balloon to $83,000 as the metrics turn bullish. I'm referring to Danny Scott, the CEO of Coin Corner, who says law of averages gives Bitcoin an $83,000 price target for April. Let me know if you feel this is likely to happen by the end of April. Also in today's show, I shared that on-chain analyst Willy Woo predicts that 1 billion people are to adopt Bitcoin. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, it's going down this evening, March 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tikatwari's next live event entitled Crypto's Next $1 Trillion Coin. Back in 2016, he picked Bitcoin when it was trading at $428. And those of you who listened back then are now up 120x on your investment. Not to panic if you missed the boat then, because he believes he discovered the next $1 trillion coin. He's going to be revealing it tonight during this live event. To register and RSVP, click the link right down below. It'll take you here. Simply enter your best email address, then click the button that says sign me up. And don't forget to take advantage of all these free bonuses he's offering, including his 3-part strategy session entitled How to Profit from the Crypto Boom of 2021, which is already live, as you can see right here. He also has another bonus, which is free access to content from his Palm Beach Confidential Crypto Corner, which is valued at $2,500. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, click the link right down below, register. I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll see you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.